JoshCast, Josh Jackable, he's the man. Josh Jackable, he's the man. JoshCast, he's diabolical. Josh Jackable, nobody can do a pubic hair rhyme like he do. Josh Jackable, Josh Jackable, he's the man. Pubic hair rhyme like he do. 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 Josh Jackable, he's the man. He's diabolical. Josh Jackable, he's diabolical. JoshCast, he's diabolical. Josh Jackable, he's the man. He's diabolical. Pubic hair rhyme like he do. Nobody can do a pubic hair rhyme like he do.
Thanks for calling Embassy Suites at the airport. How may I help you?
Yeah, I was wondering if you could transfer me to room 205.
For 1 moment.
Okay.
Now and more. For more information.
Hello?
Yes, hi. How you doing, sir?
Yeah.
My name's Jeff. I'm calling from the front desk. How are you?
Good.
Okay, I'm sorry for calling you this evening. I just wanted to let you know that some of our guests in our hotel here have been complaining about the noise in your place. Is everything all right?
Noise in my place?
Yeah. I had a couple people just call down here and say in your room there's some disturbance. Is everything all right, sir?
There's nothing going on in my room.
Oh, really? I'm really confused. But
Oh, my.
do you have a fax machine hooked up?
No.
Okay. Some people have been calling here saying that you have a fax machine hooked up, and that you're making loud disturbances with your computer or something. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't either. I'm in room 205 now.
I know what room you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was wondering that is everything all right? Because
Yeah, everything's fine. I was asleep, in fact.
oh, I'm sorry. Were you in the room by yourself, sir?
Yeah.
Because someone said that you and another person were arguing and they heard a lot of profanity and someone got slammed against the wall. I'm not sure, but people making a lot of complaints about your room.
Huh. They must be getting mistaken among the room next to me or something. I don't know. It's certainly not this room.
Okay. I was also letting you know that we do have a noise policy here.
Oh.
And that 5 people, I don't know who they are, but they call from different rooms. Some people on the first floor and some are from the third, and they're calling here saying that you're making a lot of disturbance here, sir.
Is this a joke or something?
No, it's not. I mean, I'm serious. My name's Jeff. I'm calling from the front desk.
Oh, there's nothing happening here in this room for sure. Nothing at all. I mean, it's just me.
Sir, the minimum of disturbances is 3, and you have 5.
You can't be from my room.
I don't know.
I'm more than happy to come up here and see what's going on.
I know, sir, but I mean, I have to take the guest's words for it. I mean, 5 people have called.
Okay.
Some were male, and some were female.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
I just let you know that you have reached the limit of disturbances, and the limit was 3 and it's 5, so I'm afraid you're going to have to check out, sir. And if not, I'm going to have to call security up to your room.
Well, why don't you do that or something? So maybe we'll get to the bottom of it.
I am, but you have to check out. Okay, sir? I'm sorry, but you reached your limit. The limit was 3.
This is a joke, isn't it?
No, it's not a joke. My name's Jeff. I'm calling from the front desk, sir.
Well, Jeff, why don't you come up here and talk to me?
It's too late, sir. I can come up and talk to you, but it's already too late. You reached your limit of disturbances.
This is just a joke.
I'm sorry, sir. It's not. I have a couple male and a couple female guests call me and tell me that right in your room there's profanity and people fighting. I don't know. I mean...
It's certainly not me, and I don't know how you can say that it was me.
I didn't say it. I'm not accusing you, but I mean, I have to take the guest's word for it.
When was it supposed to have all happened?
I got, it started about 7:42 earlier, and the first time I thought it was just a crank call from some punk kids, and then it happened again 9 o'clock, and then soon as 10 o'clock came, the other 3 called, and after the third call, I knew it had to be something major here, sir.
What time is it?
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
It's about 11:25, sir.
And I've been asleep since 9 o'clock, so I don't know what's going on.
I know you sound asleep. I mean, I just letting you know that you have reached your limit of disturbances, sir. So I'm afraid that I can come up and talk to you, but you're gonna have to.
Why don't you do that?
But either way, you're gonna have to.
I mean, there's no.
I know, but I know there's nothing going on now.
No, but wait a minute. I'm saying,
sir,
has been going on in this room.
I know, But right now, there's nothing going on in this room.
There was nothing going on in this room.
Well,
Ever.
well, why would 5 people call for you just for your room?
I would ask them to come down and see me, or we'll all get together and we'll say who's doing what to who here, because this room has been nothing but quiet as a mouse.
I know, but
How can you accuse me of doing something when I have not done a thing?
sir, I mean, the first person that called me, I just said, okay, there's nothing that can be done right now. And then after the third call I got the third call later on that evening today. I just, I had to take their word for it. I don't know why 5 different people would call and make a lie like that, sir.
I swear.
Excuse me?
I said I swear.
I believe you right now, but I mean earlier.
Earlier, I'm telling you, I've been asleep since 9 o'clock.
This elderly lady called earlier, sir.
Mm-hmm.
She sounded about 60 years old, and she said that she has never heard language like that. She said that the walls on her side was banging. She said she heard people threatening for pulling out guns on each other and all different types of situations. And this was just about 20 minutes ago. And then I was just about to come up there and talk to you, but then I talked to my supervisor, Rob, and he told me just to call you and let you know that it doesn't matter at this point. You reach your limit of disturbances, sir.
I'm trying to say to you that it's not in this room. This is some kind of joke.
It's not a joke, sir.
I've been out of my room with how quiet it's been in here.
I'm sorry, sir. I mean, I know nothing's going on now.
Their word against my word.
Well, why would 5 different people lie? It's 5 against.
I'm just telling you, I haven't done a thing.
I know, but 5 against. It's 5 against
I don't
1.
care what these 5 people are. They may be confused with the room next to me, or the one above me, or one below me, or one somewhere else. It's not this room.
Well, one of the guests that called here was a male, and he said that he even knocked on your door, and that you told him.
That's absolutely absurd.
He said he knocked on your door, and you told him to,
No.
And you closed the door.
I'm telling you, guy, and this is some kind of joke, or I'm dreaming something here.
No, it's
now,
no joke.
Why don't you come up here and talk to me, okay? So I know this is for real.
Okay, it is for real, but I mean, we can talk, but I mean, you already reached your limit of disturbances,
I'm
sir.
saying I haven't done a thing.
Well, once we get 3 complaints, that's it.
That's not for me. Look, why don't you come up here and talk to me for a minute?
Okay, I can talk to you, but you reach your limit, sir.
That's a joke.
It's not a joke.
Yeah, it is.
There's only a limit of 3 disturbances we allow here.
I can only tell you that it isn't this room.
Well, sir, I'm gonna come up right now. We could talk, but
that's good.
you should. I would recommend start packing now.
Just come up and talk to me. I'll do whatever's going on here, but it's.
Welcome to a very special presidential edition of the JoshCast program. Hi, everybody. My name's Josh Jacobou. This podcast is recorded in the JoshCast studios, which is in my parents' basement in Mayfair, Northeast Philadelphia. And before we get to anything, it looks like Donald Trump. Now, it's not official yet. Nothing's official, but it looks like Donald Trump will be our next president. Many people on Facebook are angry about this. I did not vote today. However, if I was going to vote, I would vote for Donald Trump. Now, I understand Hillary Clinton would probably be a better candidate, but I made a Facebook post. Let's read my Facebook post that is made right now. I think it's funny. You may not. But here it is right here. The reason Trump is winning because sick men like me still hate women and don't trust them. Women are not nice, they all lie, and when their cunt hole bleeds, it's like a nuclear warning to stay away from them. Even most women don't like women for the most part. Who asked you for your bullshit opinion, Jacobou? Question mark. Sorry, I'm laughing hard right now on my own shitty post. So, yeah, that's just my thing. But yeah, it's not official yet. Remember many years ago, the guy that was against, he was competing against George Bush. He was running against George Bush, and the guy won, but then they decided to vote against him, and then George Bush won. That could happen. I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump wins, and then they go to some voting process, and they say, sorry, we can't have this maniac in the White House, and he goes to Hillary. I won't be surprised if he gets challenged. But as of right now, it says that it looks like he won Florida, he won Arizona. I was doing Uber tonight, and I picked up this short-haired lesbian feminist-looking cunt, like most of the cunts in this city. And she was like, oh my god, this is fucking bullshit. Donald Trump won Arizona. Oh my god, what the fuck? How did he win Arizona? He wants to build a wall. And I'm sitting there laughing at myself going, ha ha ha. Once again, I don't care who wins. I really don't. I don't care if Trump wins or Hillary. I really don't. As long as I don't get a fine for Obamacare like I did last year for $300 or something, that's all I care about. But yeah, anyways, let's see what else is going to the topical news. Wait a minute, I just got something on my Facebook. Somebody just replied. Okay, never mind. I thought someone was going to say something to me. Somebody who I kind of know didn't say anything to me. If they did, Facebook war, let's go. Right? Want another Facebook war? Let's go. But yeah, Brian Lichter, friend of the JoshCast show, just said, who voted for this rapist? And I replied as a joke, yeah, me and a bunch of rapists voted for Donald Trump together. But too close to call. So Nevada is very close. But yeah, enough of this Donald Trump stuff and this Hillary Clinton stuff. We'll talk about this on the next segment. The time you hear this episode, you already know who your next president is. You know? So is Taylor Swift voted for Donald Trump? Because it says her fans are in disbelief. It says, who cares who cares, by the way? No offense to Taylor Swift, she's a very attractive girl who can sing. She's very pretty, and she's a dummy. Sigourney Weaver's for Hillary Clinton. George Clooney's for Hillary Clinton. Tom Brady. Okay. Meryl Streep for Clinton. Okay, so everybody's pretty much for... Oh, Roseanne Barr's voted for Trump. But she's a comic, right? Danny DeVito is for Bernie Sanders. Kim Kardashian is for Clinton. Oh, that's stupid. Does her opinion matter? Demi Lovato is for Clinton. LeBron James for Clinton. Beyonce, of course, and Jay-Z. Jay-Z's a bitch, by the way. I gotta say that. Like, Jay-Z will go down as one of the best rappers of all time. But the guy used to making songs about slapping bitches. There's a video of him that funny guy John Kenzel posted of him slapping a girl in the head. This guy was a rapper. All bitches are hoes. I'll never marry a woman. I'll be ever for pimping. And he's a bitch ever since he married Jay-Z. I mean, she is a queen, and she's got a very sweet pussy, I believe. But Jesus. I mean, this guy's a pussy. He even put on his Twitter years ago, I'm going to stop saying the word bitch. How can you be a rapper and stop saying the word bitch? Doesn't that make you a bitch? Sorry. I have a lot of opinions nobody cares about. Alright, there's a lot of stuff going on. Everyone's talking about the election, pretty much. Everyone's just talking about it. Me, I don't have any coverage. I have to get some comedians. Tomorrow night, I should be at the Crooked Eye. It's Tuesday night, by the way. Actually, it's Wednesday morning. And tomorrow night, I'm going to try to go to the Crooked Eye Brewery before I go to Cabaret. And maybe there might be a Jack and Goat segment. Ron Goat Sperlin, by the way, who's the once-in-a-while co-host, manifested with worms after eating the common food on him. Wait a minute. Chinese man's body is filled with worms from a common food. Is it cat? Oh my god, my Facebook is blowing up right now. Let's see. A comedian, Chris Parsons, said, I'm afraid to like your posts. Many comedians... I'm going to reply to him. Many comedians are scared to reply to my post because I speak the scary truth and they don't want other comedians to see how they agree with me. But thanks. So this is live coverage, everybody. Live coverage of what's going on right now. They're interviewing some fat cunt. And listen, as I said before, this has nothing to do... I mean, most likely we're going to get our first female president. You know? That's what everybody wants. Everybody wants the first. Oprah's for her, of course. And it's like, look, I mean, I don't, you know... She defended this rapist, Bill Clinton. Now, once again, I don't care who wins. But she defended this rapist, Bill Clinton. Even though her emails prove nothing. She's corruption. I have no purpose. I have no thing commented on political issues. Anyways, this segment's going to be wrapped up very short because there's nothing really to talk about but Clinton and Trump, which every podcast and every show is going to be talking about. And I try to make this podcast different. Before we get to the next segment, please go to my Jack Attack YouTube channel and listen to my new Bruce Springsteen JoshCast Electro Dance Mix. And also, and subscribe to my YouTube channels, all that stuff. And we're going to get to some more stuff. There should be... Last week, there wasn't any odd or topical news. I mean, there wasn't any sober drunk commentary. This week, there should be sober drunk commentary. And there should be more fun stuff, of course, bits, more topical news, a possible Jack and Goat segment, maybe get some other comics on it, and more fun stuff, folks. This is the most spontaneous podcast ever. This is your favorite podcast show that you don't listen to. This is the first and yet the worst podcast ever recorded in Philadelphia, and you gotta keep listening to find out what happens next. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We're in the Crooked Eye on a very rainy and miserable night for comedy. No audience.
Is that your British accent?
No, I stopped the British accent now. But it's awful. We did this on the show before. I did my impressions. They don't even sound...
Finish your introduction. I'm sorry.
Okay. And it's a very miserable night for comedy. Not many comedians came out tonight. Not many audience. But yet we're in the parking lot. I just smoked some weed. Man, I'm high right now, right? Well, actually, I'm not high. I'm in it's like a smoke box in here.
Don't you say welcome to like the JoshCast?
No, I already... Well, this is the second segment. I already... Yeah.
See?
Not a listener. But anyways, yeah.
Frequent guest, not a listener.
That's right. But the once in a while co-host, Rago Sperlin here. We're here to make comedy. I'm here to make comedy great again. I don't know about you.
I'm here to make comedy stronger together.
I'm here to make comedy great again. That's all I ever wanted to do when I started. And
that's not true. You were on the outside before. You were on the outside.
Well, listen,
now you're helping people on the inside.
Listen, you called it. You said Trump was going to win.
I've been telling everybody that I know since the primaries.
Now, what
he said he was going to run.
Now, do you mean
that he was going to be the next president?
But now, do you mean that in a fixed way, like it was fixed?
No, not at all.
You just knew people were going to vote that way.
Yeah, I know how stupid America is.
Listen, I love my racist, sexist, stupid country.
I understand.
I love it.
I know you do, and I truly believe that's all true. But I know how America loves celebrities and how easily manipulated America is. I've said it many times. You can't underestimate how stupid.
Before we finish this, before we get to more of this podcast, I just want to give a couple shout-outs. I want to say bye to Miley Cyrus, bye to Amy Schumer, bye from that guy from Breaking Bad for leaving the country. Now Trump's president.
Leaving the country?
That's what they said. He said if Trump is president, they're leaving. So what's the guy? Michael Cranston from Breaking Bad, whatever his name is. Bye. You were great in Breaking Bad. See ya, buddy.
Oh, Bryan Cranston? He wants to leave the country?
Yep, he said that, and many others.
We're losing a great actor.
Yeah, and Miley Cyrus. Who could live without her music? I mean, Wrecking Ball. When that song came out a few years ago, all the kids loved it. How can we live without her music?
We can't.
So yeah, she's leaving the country. She posted a video on Facebook crying earlier, spewing.
I don't blame her. Spewing.
Yeah. So were you drinking last night, or were you just in bed?
I'm not a big drinker, so no, I don't like to drink when I'm like depressed.
All right. So you were depressed when you saw your vision was coming true.
I was literally yesterday. I still am literally nauseous from yesterday.
And I heard you were crying.
I couldn't sleep. I didn't cry, but
I heard you were crying like most of the people. Like, yeah!
It wasn't because of the election. It was because I went to Chipotle for lunch.
Oh, dude, Chipotle!
Opening joke tonight, folks.
Do you get those spike farts that I get when I eat at Chipotle? When it's like they're very quick.
The last night I got diarrhea and vomiting, so that's not uncommon.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I don't think they fixed the problem.
A lot of people were crying. I love to see a lot of people who are crying as they watch.
How could I cry when I knew the outcome? I literally was telling everybody. He's going to win.
Now you never
I voted for Hillary, but I'm like, this is fucking me.
Now I'm going to say what everyone wants to say on your Facebook. Shut the fuck up, because you never post anything on Facebook
except to harass Trump people.
Yeah, and the last, let's say, 6 months, you've been on a tear almost every night, going, "This Trump's a maniac. This Trump's an idiot."
That's how much I hate this man, this con man.
Yeah,
but you know what the ultimate con is? That he's really not going to be a staunch Republican conservative prick, because we all know he has paid for abortions. We all know he's into homosexuals. He's probably had sucked a cock or two in his day. And so my guess is he's not going to be as bad as he made himself out to be. He just manipulated people, which is why I hate him. He manipulated the stupid, redneck, NASCAR-loving country.
Listen, what I'm here to say is when life gets tough, grab it by the pussy.
Right.
That's what you do.
Grab it by the pussy. No one loves pussy more than me, but I'm a gentleman. And, once I make a relationship with someone, and I get permission to grab the pussy, then it's open game.
Oh, so you like to go on multiple dates? We talked about this. You like to
I can grab pussy on the first date, but I have to get permission.
So you ask, you go, can I grab your pussy?
Yeah, no, Josh, you wouldn't know that because you don't know how to communicate with a woman.
That's right.
It's an unspoken.
You saw my bitter post last night.
I did.
When I said a woman, they bleed out their cut holes and they.
I almost did it on Facebook, but I didn't want to say spoken like a true virgin. But I was. Not.
You should have. You should have. What are you? Since when are you nice to me? Oh no,
I like you.
You're using me to sign you up at this open so you can show up. You can show up late.
Stupid.
So you can show up late.
Oh yeah.
And be cool. Yeah, manipulate the hell out of me to be on this podcast.
Anyway, I was depressed, and then just before, an hour before, I was like, I gotta come up with some humor, which I know I'm going to do, but I wanted some new jokes, and I wrote the Coldplay jokes and a couple other political.
Yeah, well, we love when you get the rundown of your set.
I know you do.
On the show. Yeah, I do. I love the process. A lot of people love the process of comedy.
The making of a joke.
That's it. You know, we're no Jerry Seinfeld. We can't sit there and explain his process. You know, you ever hear Seinfeld?
No.
Seinfeld's process. It's very scientific.
Can you do your Seinfeld?
It's not that good.
Let's both do our Seinfeld in the next portion of this.
All right, go ahead.
So what's the process?
It sounds a bit like your Ed McGonigal impression. Very.
It does. Oh my God! What's with your process?
Who always people? Who always people? Josh. Elaine.
Tell me about your process, Josh.
My process is I rate people and then I write it down and then I record it.
Is that what he does?
No. What he does is he writes like an hour a day, then he tape records it, and he writes premises out.
Oh, like he'll write it down and then.
Yeah, but he'll go back and like rewrite the joke and stuff. And
well, we all do that.
For one of his jokes, for one of his scientific jokes, he went to an actual library, looked up, what was it called, like the icons of chemistry, and then he found boron, and then he thought it was funny, and then he put it in the joke. He explained on Howard Stern, and then he was like, "There's no word funnier than that joke than boron." So I tried it out, and it killed. And then in his early career, he had a good joke, and he threw it out because it only was funny because he used to curse a little bit, he used to say "fuck." And then he tried every clean way to clean it up, and no one laughed at the joke. And he realized,
"Only funny with fuck. I can't use it.
I gotta be clean. I wear a suit on stage. I can't.
You're not gonna make it on Johnny song fuck."
Well, listen, we're sitting in a parking lot at Empty Happero, and this guy is.
Funny Jerry Seinfeld.
He's driving around in a Porsche right now, getting a blowjob.
Rented Porsche
from a 16-year-old.
Drinking coffee from another coffee.
Listen, I don't care that he banged a 6-year-old. I respect him.
Did he just get caught banging?
No. This was many years ago. They made fun of him on Howard Stern
because he was his wife. He married that girl.
No. I don't know if he married. Was that the one?
Yeah,
I think there was other ones too, though.
He married a super young girl. No, I don't know. But
I think there was. That's what I'm saying. I don't care. I respect him.
Please, famous guy in New York.
He has a really big Jewish schnoz.
He's a very Jewy looking Jew.
No, his penis. He's got a big Jewish hog.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Is it true?
Yeah. I'm not speculating. He's not going to hear this and sue me. I'm going to sue you for saying my penis.
Right?
Yeah. That was many years ago. But Howard Stern's...
I thought he's blessed with a big penis, and Howard Stern, as we know, is a small penis.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the interview, they did an interview recently, and Howard's a different guy. He doesn't talk about that stuff anymore.
Right, because he has daughters that are grown.
And he changed, and he's a billionaire. He doesn't have to...
Well, sure, he doesn't need to appeal.
I don't blame him. But, yeah, this is great.
He doesn't have the strippers coming in riding the city.
Let's talk about your comedy career. Now, don't you wish you were at the cabaret right now, hosting? I mean, that you like to host.
Oh, I did like to host.
You don't miss the cabaret, but you like to miss those. And you miss. You like to argue with, going at it with Carrie White.
I liked, yeah.
She bought.
I'm sure the comedians miss me. They all like to make fun of me there. I was everybody's favorite punching bag.
Oh. Well,
I don't think they make fun of Tony
Viejo
when he goes, do they?
Well, he still goes there, so why would they make fun of him?
What?
He still goes there. Like, why would they say it in front of his face if they didn't like it? They wouldn't say it in front of his face if they didn't.
They used to say jokes in front of my face. Remember, everybody would come on the joke and make our host tonight, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. But wasn't everybody, right?
Well, a lot of people.
An
exorbitant amount.
Besides Ed McGonigal, name some names. Let's name some names. Good.
Andy Lane.
Andy Lane. He doesn't come around anymore. He's a center.
Scott Terry.
He's a Center City comic. Scott Terry. Oh yeah.
Andy Lane's made it.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah. Scott Terry did bring you up a few weeks ago. He's been coming around more, and
misses me.
Yeah, and he brought you up for some reason. He didn't know you got banned from sneaking in alcohol, and then he was like,
"Why do you have to keep on telling that on the podcast? You're one of the people that gets it."
And
That's a mistake I made.
And then he was.
And I wasn't even drinking that night.
And then he was like, it's a shame that Tim Ramis and Jim McCauley died. If Goat died, I wouldn't even care. That's how much he hates you.
Oh.
And I'd laugh because I thought it was really mean.
No, I don't
Yeah.
care. Like, I'd care if Scott Terry.
I know, but I'm saying.
You'd care if Scott Terry died.
No.
You'd at least care a little bit if I died.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, I thought it was. I didn't know it went that far. I know he said he hated you.
When people were talking
but that
about-
really is the definition of hate.
Yeah.
If you don't care if somebody dies, you hated them.
Yeah. Well,
That's terrible.
I'd feel happy if he died. How's that? Top them. Bam.
Well, you got him back.
I'd get joy out of that. That little cripple.
Oh.
Cripple.
Oh.
He's not even a cripple. That half cripple.
Jesus, man. This is great.
How
But
many people would hear me?
yeah, nobody listens to this, unfortunately.
That's horrible. I really wouldn't. I don't.
Well,
really
you know what? I put it about a year or two
I couldn't care
ago.
less about Scott Terry. Believe me.
I believe you. About a year or two ago, I put a clip of Howard Stern responding to Artie Leg's show, and then it recently came up because Artie Leg, he finally like opened up about Stern, so now people searched the clip and found it on my YouTube channel. So now people have been listening to my podcast on my YouTube channel just to check
so
it
they
out.
Google it. They happen to hear it.
No, because it's
Did
on my
you
YouTube.
mention it?
No. Yeah, no, not that. It's a video. It's nothing to do with my podcast.
Oh, you just like
it's on the
linked it.
channel.
It's a link.
Yeah, it's
You
just
put it on
it
your
was just years ago, and now people my JoshCast listenership went up 20%. But people
So now you have 3 people.
no, actually, well, I've been averaging like 9 people an episode, but that doesn't mean they listen to it. Once again, they click.
No,
on it.
I
That's
understand.
a
They
click. They listen to it
What
by
the
for like.
fuck is that?
They listen to it for.
Well, if they didn't write something nasty to you, then you're probably.
But they don't. But it's bad because I don't even get negative feedback. If I got at least.
Yeah, that's true. You'd like to get.
If I got at least
I've got a few negative feedbacks on my videos.
Yeah, I see them. I see people. I still watch your videos, and I see people that it was one guy. It seemed like it was this one white guy.
Springsteen thing, man.
Yeah, but it would seem like it was just one guy mainly who was like, "Dude, seriously, you suck." Yeah, but I'm jealous of that because I'm like, no
I
one.
love people hating me.
Yeah, you guys start.
Terry.
You guys start recording your videos again and bring. You already have
Oh, yeah,
a
that's
legacy.
my headshot. Philly's most hated community.
You got the legacy of the Goat Spur channel.
Or as
Why are
my-
you stopping?
As my haters would say, Philly's most unfunniest comedian.
Well, they would say that about me too. I'm just a Northeast cabaret comedian. That's what they can say. Even when I go here, I'm still a Northeast cabaret comedian. That's terrible.
Terrible.
Well, what are you ready to go in? Were you checking your
What's
phone?
wrong with this? What's wrong with that?
Look,
Is there something wrong with it with time with this?
no,
This isn't
but I'm
a
just
debate.
start.
I
I'm
gotta worry
start.
about people watching us.
Yeah, I like to start drama. That's all it is.
You like to start what?
Drama.
Are we starting drama?
No. I don't know. You got any new bits tonight?
I told you.
Besides the
I have some election
Chipotle,
stuff.
are you going to talk about the?
I wrote like 3 jokes about regarding the political thing.
Are you going to try to be cool and be like, Donald Trump's that maniac, and everyone's going
No.
to trash Trump. Donald Trump, that maniac. We got a maniac running the country now. This is what you people wanted. And everyone's going to be like,
actually, no. I'm
this
not.
guy is really, he goes for it. This guy really takes comedy by the edge. Man, this is the worst I've ever seen this place. I didn't come here 2 weeks ago, and I asked him tonight, the host, I said, hey,
you were
how
here
was
a
it?
couple weeks
How
ago.
was it here 2 weeks ago?
Horrible.
He said there was about 10 people at the bar. They were into it. Of course, tonight I didn't come. Now tonight that I'm here, I didn't announce it, though. Look, there's nobody
There's
here.
nobody at the bar?
There was like no customers in
Well,
there
there
at
are a
all.
lot of depressed people out there.
I know, but they don't want to
they're
hear a
out
lot.
celebrating.
They used to tolerate live comedy here. They don't even care about live comedy here no more. Remember?
I disagree. Every time I come here, I find people listening.
No, but I'm saying, like, even when it was getting cold out, people were taking their drinks outside. That's bad. When people are like,
True.
yes, it was.
It's not true.
It's true. It's true.
I've never seen that happen. One night when
I come here more than you. There was a few times you didn't come
You're
here.
a liar, liar.
There's a few times
I
you
give
go-
that statement 5 Pinocchios.
Look, I think you should sneak into the back door at the cabaret. Let's go on.
I said
You
that
should.
to
You
Darren.
should. You should hijack the open mic. You just go and go. Please, let me get 2 minutes. I'll leave.
I wish I
Please.
sounded like that.
Listen, I didn't say the impression was accurate. I said it was funny. It's a funny impression. My
You don't
impression.
even have my mannerisms down.
Fuck
It's
you.
horrible. I never say fuck you.
Yes, you do. One of your old videos I'm referring to, where you're bobbing in front of like 5 people,
Oh.
and you're like, fuck
you.
you.
I give a shit about you people.
Yeah, you're like, fuck you. It's funny. It's not dead on. All right?
Hey, is the guy who kicked me out of that place when we were for saying the cunt words, is he the guy who died?
Who?
That big fat guy?
No. That was Mike Doherty. Jim McCauley was not. Jim McCauley was the guy. Jim McCauley died. He was the one that got mad at you. I'm only serious. Remember you said
right over at Mayon's.
Yeah. That's the guy.
Oh, he's the guy who died.
Yeah.
I wished I'd on him that night. So I feel responsible. Do you think that was it? He was funny. That was funny that night, remember?
Yeah, because I'll defend you.
He got mad.
Yeah, he had no right to get mad. I'll defend you because you were just
laughed overly.
No, because you clapped when
the terrorist joke.
Yeah, and you were just being sarcastic, and then he got really upset, and he said, "I'll tear your head off if you ever did that again." And I explained to him. I said, "No, he's just joking." Just like remember at the cabaret when someone goes, "So my sister had died," then we would just start, giving him a clap.
Yeah.
Because most likely a comic, if they did a joke about their sister died, they're obviously going to turn it into a joke anyway. Exactly. Most likely it means it's not true, so we would clap. And
really, so stupid.
Yeah, we would clap, and it was fun, and that's what you were doing.
I always clap at the inappropriate statement.
Yeah,
it's something really tragic.
And I still do it now. Actually, I did it. I was sitting in the crowd.
I inspired you to start that.
Probably did. Yeah. But I was sitting in the crowd once at Philly's Funny. I said, you weren't there, and I was supporting somebody. And then this comic went on stage and said something like, "Oh, my wife just left me." I'm the only person that clapped. And then and I got more laughs than he did. And I was in the audience.
It always happens.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm killing this shit.
I need to be an audience member.
No, I'm one of those people like, I should be up there. I should be I'm funnier than the comics. You heard me. I sat there the whole time heckling.
Yeah. Do I come to your place of work and offer blowjobs?
Do I go to the work where you work and knock the dicks out of your ass? The Kathy Griffin said that to a reporter.
Do I go to where you work and clean the cum stains off the wall?
By the way, have you seen Kathy Griffin without her makeup on? She looks like Corbin Lloyd.
Oh, she's disgusting.
Yeah.
She's an unattractive woman. She does love black dick.
She was dating a black guy at Howard Stern.
She might, be with you.
Those black guys, they don't care how ugly you be. They love that pussy. That's all that matters, baby. As long as the pussy's wet.
True? All black men are like that?
Well, not all. Unless they're athletes. The athletes can be more choosier. But even the athletes, because Lisa Lampanelli's a pig, even when she lost weight, and she was dating some really successful football player.
Maybe she's got one of those amazing pussies.
I don't know. She always jokes about how it's been stretched out, though she's joking, but
yeah,
she's terrible. And that's the thing. I love edgy comedy. I never found her funny because she doesn't write her own jokes. She has a writer.
Oh, does she really?
Yeah. And she doesn't have an act. All of her jokes are, I suck so much black dick and faggots.
Don't get me started.
Yeah. She's like I want to be Don Rickles without the
vagina. It doesn't bleed anymore.
Yeah. But listen, I'm glad we don't have a woman president.
I know.
Listen. I know you have daughters, but...
I don't have daughters.
Oh, I thought you had a son and a daughter.
No, it's just one son.
I thought you had a daughter that died.
That's my mother.
Oh, no. Don't bring that up.
She would have loved to have seen Hillary Clinton win.
I know.
She was crying in her grave last night.
Did you see the Facebook post?
She's not in her grave.
Did you see Facebook? People were like, "Oh, America would much rather have a racist and a bigot and who hates Muslims than have a woman." And I was like, "Yeah, that's right. I would rather have a racist bigot than have a woman in there.
As long as he's outside the system, drain the swamp,
listen,
build the wall."
You have to think about it like this. Either way,
the wall's going to be beautiful. I can't wait for this wall. Very excited about the wall.
Either way we win, there's not a black person in office. We got a white in there. Even Philly would have won.
Wouldn't it be great if you built like a 2-foot high wall? Just like it was like a 2-foot.
Listen, when it builds that wall, you won't be seeing me again. For obvious reason. You won't be seeing me anymore.
They deport you?
They probably will. I'm not going to stay on the podcast if I'm legally allowed to stay here or not. I'm saying that there are documents that might say on her. But if
you look very, you look like a half breed.
Do I look like a Hawaiian nigger like Obama?
Samoan. You could pass for no.
Oh, okay. Listen, as long as I don't get a fine for Obamacare, the reason why I think...
Is that a thing, a Hawaiian nigger?
I don't know. Obama's a Hawaiian nigger to me. But listen, I got fined for Obamacare when I wasn't working, when I actually was a productive member of society.
Hawaiian nigger?
Hawaiian nigger. Yeah. A Hawaiian nigger. I do that bit on stage. Just say, if I call a Hawaiian nigger, is that considered a... All right, it's 8 o'clock. The show's going to start. JoshCast coverage. This was. We'll be doing this in maybe another month for 2 weeks. Hopefully 2 weeks. You never know. One of us might die.
Maybe you could talk
That'd be great.
You could talk to Gay Mike. Maybe he forgave me.
There it is. All right.
Maybe he found Jesus.
Let's get in there. Yeah, so you just heard some coverage at the Crooked Eye Brewery with Goat, the strange co-host of the show, talking about political and other nonsense. And after that, first what happened was I went to the Crooked Eye Brewery. Of course, you just heard coverage of that. And it was really awful there. Not to make fun of the open mic. The open mic is always good, but it was awful as far as the raid. Nobody came out. It was about 7 or 8 comics and no audience. So after that, I swung over to the cabaret, and you're going to hear, I'm not going to put it, I was going to put the clip back to back what you just heard. I'm going to put the clip after this clip. I got some coverage with Roger Snair. That's right, Roger C. Snair. I got some, what is it like to have a conversation with him? What is it like to be trapped in a conversation with him? You will hear that after this clip. So yes, I'm here to make podcasts awful again. That's what I'm here to do, folks. I'm here to make podcasts awful again. So you just heard that. And I'm going to jump into topical news. By the way, I was looking at some Roger Snair stuff because Roger Snair told me if you look him up on the internet, I found videos of him on Funny or Die and on YouTube and articles written about him. The guy is a legend. There's no question about it. No matter what people think, Roger C. Snair is a legend. Leonard Cohen dies at 82. He had a heart attack when he found out Donald Trump was president. All right, bad joke, right? Anyways, yeah, so a lot of the news is going to be about Trump. Trump met Obama. They took pictures. Trump said he was a great guy. 6-year-old student fatally shot on soccer field over shoes. So I thought those days were gone where people didn't shoot people over their shoes. It's pleaded for justice. Dispute over his shoes. What happened? Oh, so here's what happened. Investigators say Ramon Sanchez was playing soccer with his young nephew with some friends Friday night when two men approached them. After the argument over a pair of shoes, someone put out a gun, opened fire. Wow. So I don't know. Did they want his shoes? Did they have cool shoes? Were they making fun of his shoes? I don't know. Teen in coma after reported car surfing accident. So this guy was trying to surf on top of his car, and he's lucky he's not dead, that idiot. Now he's in a coma. Stephen A. Smith rips Colin Kaepernick for not voted. Alright. Oh yeah, see man, if you would have voted, Donald Trump would have been the president. I think Donald Trump, he didn't win the popular vote. He won the college vote, whatever that is. But instincts kick in for Marine recruit who spots crime. So I think this is the videos where people go around and Marines spot people using pretending to be Marines to get discounts and such. So yeah, that's a lot. You can hear a lot of videos like that on YouTube of guys reported them. Chelsea Handler has emotional reaction to Hillary Clinton. I despise her as a comic. She's not funny. I hate her TV show, and I hate her on Howard Stern. And I fucking hate Howard Stern for having her on. Every story she shows her tits and everything, and she's wild and she doesn't care. Good. I'm glad you're in a fucking emotional state. You and Amy Schumer go fucking each other's pussy, you fucking cunts. That's right. Commute turns terrified as the animal emerges from the hood. It's a snake. Yeah. A-Rod turns on the charm as he joins Live with Kelly. That guy's baked every single hot chick in the world. There's unexpected jobs that pay $100,000 a year. If you want to know what that is, go look it up on thestreet.com. I would go through it, but it's pretty boring, probably. Research associate, physical assistant, nurse practitioner, podcast host. I'm kidding. Take it easy. I'm only jackabooing. White Ring Media empire expands after Trump win. What does that mean exactly? After Trump's win, Breitbart expands in Europe. Okay. Something disappeared from Trump's website. Probably something about Rosie O'Donnell. Right? Well, folks, that's not it for the show. That's it for this segment. Of course, there's going to be more topical news. You're going to hear now the coverage from the cabaret last night of Roger C. Snair, Lyndon Berry, Andy Burbick, and myself. And then I'm going to do some more topical news. And then there might be some sober commentary with drunk people. There should be, but you never know. It might rain. It might be too cold. Something might happen. So you got to keep listening to find out what happens next. Keep listening, yeah. I'm at the Northeast Comedy Cabaret. Show's over. Show's been over, actually. Oh, what's up, bro? How you doing? Look, wearing a wire. It's recording.
So warm. What?
So when'd you start, Roger?
What?
When'd you start?
Comedy?
Yeah. You said ages ago, but wait, was it in the 90s?
I used to do Solari shows and stuff.
But when'd you do your first open mic? Was that in the 90s?
Yeah,
There was a lot more live comedy back then. So you could get gigs back then.
Yeah. Those comics making a living, they suck. Those are the good old days, you know. Nobody really wanted to do it.
Do you know what goes up a chimney down and down a chimney up?
No, I don't.
Santa Claus on crack.
Santa Claus on crack. But I don't know if Santa Claus on crack would do that. I think Santa Claus, if he was on crack, he would eat the cookies and the milk, right? Because crackheads like sugar, right? Because
I've never heard that.
because but Dave Chappelle, right? Yeah. He had a funny sketch where a crackhead broke into his car just to steal a candy bar. It was a really funny sketch. He was like, he stole my Snickers. So it's like they do things like that. So I was thinking, well, if he's a crackhead, he wouldn't go up the chimney. He would eat the cookies and the milk, and probably go through the presents and stuff. But yeah, we should start. I think we should do like a Jew show. I'm not Jewish, but like you two guys and some other Jews, you know. I just like to see Jews do jokes.
We should do that. Have like a Jewish show.
The Heaps of Comedy? Is that no one's done that, right?
That'd be great.
You want to do it? Is that offensive, or is it just a bad idea? It's just a bad idea.
Talk about.
Give me information. I'm serious. We got to do this.
I try not to promote.
I gave you information. I noticed a lot of people. You get a lot of people's information. What have you done? What are you putting on? Are you really putting on shows? Or are you just talking out your tuchus?
Okay, talk about hurting people's feelings. Here's one for you. What does the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, and an intelligent Pollock have in common?
None of them exist?
Yeah.
Wow, I got to figure out a street joke. That means I'm street smart.
Write it on here, right?
Right?
On the back of this.
Street jokes, street smart.
Yeah, I'm not intelligent
Don't
smart.
find this side of the paper. Write that on the outside of the paper.
Mine.
What am I writing here? You want my social? I can't give out my social because you can steal my.
What?
I can't give out my social because that's you steal my identity.
No, but if you're asking your social, it's your phone number.
Regular. I'm not giving you my regular phone number. That's weird.
That's what I mean.
This is 2016. I'm not giving you my house phone. That's
no, we don't want the house phone.
My mom already thinks I'm gay because I don't bring girls over. Then I got some old Jew calling my house. Yeah, I want to speak to Josh.
He's not going to call your house and be like, here's Josh's house.
Yeah, I know you're sorry for doing comedy. One day I licked his tuchus. Let me speak to Jacoboo. Whoa! I'm kidding, Roger. I think I hurt his feelings. Does he have feelings, by the way, Roger?
That would be great if we put on.
Do you know what is a statement as well as a question?
Do I know if his statement is well?
What is a statement and it's also a question?
What is a statement, but it's also a question? Anal?
No. How long is a Chinaman?
How long is a Chinaman? Oh, I get it, because Chinamans usually have small lengths.
That's like life on a Hong Kong Diarrhea Award by Who Flung Dong.
Yeah.
Who Flung Boo.
Yeah. So where do you get your jokes from? Like, do you get them out of a joke book?
Some of them are like the one.
Most of them are original.
Some of them are like.
Some of them. You could be like the next. You could be like the next Jackie the Joke Man. You know, you could do like a whole. People love street jokes.
What was the one?
Jitterbug, man.
Yeah, the jitterbug guy.
Guy goes to a pharmacist to buy condoms for his 14-year-old daughter. He goes, "Why are you buying condoms for your 14-year-old daughter?" He goes, "Nothing. He just lays there like his mother."
Sorry, I'll forgive you this one time.
Hopefully, maybe next time.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you guys next time.
I saw Jason Hazelwood put up the upload for the picture of the roast of Santa. What does that mean? Does that mean you should do another roast? Bye.
We're roast Santa here, but we haven't.
Oh,
we
yeah.
haven't figured it all out yet. We're in the middle of. I was just talking to Mike about it.
Yeah, I heard someone bring my name up. Darren was like, "No, that guy can't do a clean set." Listen, next time I see Darren, I'm not going to do anything violent. I'm just going to pitch his nips, right? Because he's...
We're going to be sitting down, me, Jason, down, we're going to be talking about booking it. So
Yeah. Yeah, there's still time. See, they don't want to put me on a show either. These guys always say, "Oh, you're my friend and everything," and then when it comes to putting me on a show, they put everybody else on.
Do they put on shows?
Well, not really. They do roasts, like character roasts, like dress up in characters and stuff.
But we got seriously, I'll give you a call, we got to put on a Jew show.
Yeah.
Because they were bringing a lot of paying customers with money, you know.
Yeah, the kikey heaves of comedy.
Yeah, sure, you know, the kikes of comedy. You know?
Yeah.
It would really work, you know. We should definitely have
definitely have a Jew show, you know.
So you started out in the 90s?
Yeah, I started out before. The first gig.
You mean the 80s you were doing it?
No, the first gig I ever did. It was
but you didn't start out doing an open mic. You just started out with a show.
It was a pot.
A pilot cast?
No, it was an illegal pot house.
What, a bunch of Mexicans?
No.
Were you bashing with a pot?
White boys. It was actually run by Italians. And it was a bunch of...
Dago Guinea Wops?
Yeah, Dago Guinea Wops. And they had a house. And this was way back when I was young in my town in New York, where I come from. And they had like an illegal pot speakeasy. And I go in there and you get a little bit, because I used to party back then, a little bit of money and a good bag of herb. And you would go in there and I crack them the hell up.
Do a kill.
I would kill in there because these guys were so stoned they giggle at anything. I could read the fucking phone book and they would giggle at it.
Oh, that's not not you being good. That's you cheating.
I mean,
you used enhancements. You gave them all weed. That's not a bad idea. We should do that. We should do a show where we get some free pizzas. We put mushrooms in there so everybody's high, and then we can just do whatever, and we'll kill.
These guys just had an illegal pot house, and they paid me. And people would go in there and pay them a certain amount of money, and they'd get stoned, and they'd sell pot in there. It was an illegal pot house, you know. I mean, and they looked the other way on it, you know, because Italians have like connections, you know.
How do you keep an Italian quiet?
How?
You tie his hands together, so he doesn't smack
That's funny, yeah.
Smack anybody. He's sarcastic. You asshole.
Vito and Bruno.
Oh.
Now, these guys were rough. They would put people. They would order people beaten up if they didn't pay their bookies or worse.
Hey, Johnny, this guy didn't pay me. Come here for a sec, you fuck.
Yeah. They put people in the cement shoes, and all of this. But anyway, Vito died.
Good.
And Guido.
He sounded like. Wait, his name was Guido.
Guido died. Vito and Guido.
Did you just call? Are you just calling him a Guido because that sounded like a racist?
No, that guy was Vito and Guido. But anyway, Guido died, and so he went around and he wanted Guido. You know, he wanted Guido to get a burial, and said Guido was a saint. And in the eulogy, the padre had to come in and say Guido was a saint. So we went around to all the churches, you know, and he said, I'll give you $1 million if you were to go in there and in the eulogy and say Guido was a saint. You know, nobody would do it. Finally, there was a priest, and this guy was known for his honesty. He stayed away from young boys. He was a really good priest. And they went in, and he agreed to perform for $1 million. So they went in. They had the...
Wait, is this a street joke?
It's a great joke. I didn't finish it yet. Okay, so anyway, so they went in, and they were buried, and the guy, and it's time for the guy to give the eulogy. And he said, this guy was a priest. Purgatory was too good for this guy. This guy didn't even get to go to purgatory.
Wait, I think you said he didn't touch boys. How was he a priest?
Anyway, no, not the priest, Guido.
Oh,
Guido. But I said Guido, but compared to his brother, he was a saint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, it's not that good of a joke. You know?
So it was a joke.
It was a joke.
You're terrible.
Yeah. I am terrible. But anyway, I'll give you a call, seriously. We'll put on a Jew show. You know?
You got nothing lined up. I saw you lied to that Jew comedian last week, John Koppel.
That what?
Remember John Koppel?
Yeah.
Well, you got his information too.
I
He's a Jew. We can put him on the show.
Yeah, it's true. He's a great guy.
He's a great Jew.
Yeah. He's a great Jew. It'd be great to have like a Jewish show because.
But Andy Burbick won't do it. He's one of the top Jews I know. That bums me out.
Fucking Burback is just a drunk.
Burback is angry, but that's why he's good.
He's good.
He's really angry.
I mean, it's like when you have a show, you basically want somebody who you don't have to be clean and sober, but they have to be clean and sober enough you can fucking deal with them. You know.
Yeah.
Fucking Burback is a don't tell him I said it's the fucking fucking Borby. You know, he's a fucking loser in his addiction. He's a loser in his addiction. He's in his cup.
I think he likes being like that. There's some comics they like doing that.
They like doing it.
They like living life. They like living life on the edge. Like when I first started, I used to be addicted to chicken fingers, and I used to bring them around and always eat chicken fingers. And all the comics would say, "Look, you go on a bad plate here, you're gonna die. You keep eating chicken fingers." But I just wanted my chicken fingers.
I mean, Carlin got away with it. Lenny Bruce got away with it. But in this day and age, it's harder to, because in this day and age, people are more cynical about that stuff.
Why did the chicken cross the road? No, the skull fucked the rotting corpse of John Benet Ramsey.
Oh, right.
Great. I like it.
Right.
That's Otto and George.
Yeah, I love it.
Otto and George is awesome. It's a shame he passed away, Otto Peterson, years ago. The greatest dirty ventriloquist act ever. I mean, this guy was just brilliant at his darkness. We lost another comedy legend, but all these fucking hacks never die.
Who did we lose?
Well, you know, Otto Peterson, Patrice
that's a
O'Neill.
shame.
Patrice O'Neill died.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You don't know that?
I
You don't
didn't
listen
know
to radio shows. A lot of great comics have died, but all the hacks like Carlos Mencia, that spick will live until he's 90.
Now, I'm 1/4 American Indian. I've got a good one for you.
So who raped you for your land?
Let me tell you. So anyway, here's... Oh, that was me.
That was twisted.
Yeah, I guess.
You liked it?
So anyway, Custer's wife, after the massacre, she wanted to hire a painter. She said, please, do a mural of what the last thought on his mind. So she comes back in a few weeks, and the mural is on the wall, and it's a great big dam and a bunch of Indians laying on the ground having intercourse. She said, what is this? Last thing on his mind. Look at all the damn fucking Indians.
Oh, it was like Indians in a circle.
But anyway, so that's the thing. We could do a Jewish show, you know?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I mean, that would be the thing.
I'm not a kike, but the people think I'm Jewish because I got a big schnoz and a little pecker.
Jewish schnoz, you know?
And a little pecker, so, you know.
I mean, there are Latin Jews. Brian Yanez is Jewish.
Yeah.
You knew that, right?
Who?
Brian Yanez.
Brian Yanez. Is he a comic?
Yeah, he's a comic.
I never met him.
He does the mics and does some shows and stuff.
Oh, I don't know that guy.
Brian Yanez, though, you know, he's a Sephardic Jew.
I don't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I don't know him.
No.
You'd like him.
Maybe. Who knows? You never know. Sometimes people don't like you.
You know, you would.
Oh. That's a death for you.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
Comedy's dying. That's why you're coughing like that. Comedy's dead.
It can come back. We've got to make it great again.
Yeah.
God put us on a mission to make.
You believe in God?
Yes, I do.
I don't know if I believe in anything.
It's like one time I was on the podcast. You know, Bobby Lorello, who was like a very pissed off.
I heard that guy mouth raped a lot of girls. Did you hear about that?
What?
Bobby Lorello.
What did he do?
Bobby Lorello, he was like a short, fat white guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby Lorello, I found out on Facebook. He went to, we would go down to the city. He was friends with these improv female comics. He would invite them over and get them drunk, and then he would be really like rapey. Like he would try to kiss them. They would say, "No, I don't want to kiss you," and he would beg them for a kiss. And then one of the rumors is one of the girls she wouldn't kiss him, so he kicked her. He was going to kick her out of the place, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning when the trains weren't running. So she had to make out with him. He was like a mouth rapist. He would mouth rape all these improv comics downtown. The guy's a scumbag, and he didn't like me because I did rape jokes. But you see the hypocrisy? He was an actual rapist, just like Bill Cosby. He didn't like the black comics for the foul language, but that guy pilled at everybody. I mean, he's a hero of mine for what he did, but he's still a scumbag.
Hero for what?
For the rape in the village.
No, I mean, but anyway,
but Cosby was a hypocrite.
But anyway,
right?
But Lorello I think Cosby was set up for money.
Bobby Lorello, more like Bobby the Mouth Rapist Jello, right?
Anyway, Lorello had a podcast, and he wanted to argue with me, right?
Oh, you should have did it.
And then, he started to, but he knew I'd out-argue him. So he went on and said, "Do you believe in God?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And then he said, "Why?" And I said, "Because there's something rather than nothing." And he didn't want to sit there and argue philosophy, so he changed the topic. But Lorello really wanted to argue with me because Lorello is like a non-believer.
One of the biggest serial mouth rapists of our time is Bobby Lorello. I heard.
I didn't know that.
Huge mouth rapist.
What did he do?
He liked to just watch girls unconscious and then
make out with them?
Yeah, sick man.
Did he beat him out or just make out?
No, but I heard about it. But he's in New York now, or he moved, and even still to this day, people accuse him. Some female comics spoke out about it on Facebook
about Lorello.
Yeah, this is a while ago.
Is he famous now?
No, he's not famous. I didn't only see him a few times. I don't know how good he was.
Lorello, and he had a very dark act. Like part of Lorello's act is if he was going to jump off a bridge, what bridge would he jump off?
All of them.
Lorello is a very dark guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he was a mouth rapist. I mean, get girls drunk, I mean, it sounds like a college party or something.
Yeah, he should. That guy really should watch his tongue.
Yeah.
Right.
Hillary does the same thing with girls. I mean, Hillary's a mouth rapist, and and she's a big drinker, and she gets.
You know how she broke the gas ceiling, right? She stepped on it with her big ankles. She went right through the glass ceiling. All right, well, I gotta get out of here, guys. It was fun talking.
Right, we got to talk on the phone.
All right, yeah, we'll talk.
God bless on you.
God bless.
Behave yourself.
Yep.
That's true, because you're a great comic.
Okay, it's Saturday night here. You just heard the Roger Snair coverage. Pretty sure most people are going to listen to this episode no matter what. I've been getting more views on my podcast, not because it's getting better, but because, as I said before, on my Josh Jack YouTube channel, there's a clip I uploaded about a year or two ago of a caller named Hansi calling into the Howard Stern show and asking about Artie Lang. And it's popular now because Artie Lang, about a week or two ago, started being more open about Howard Stern. But nonetheless, it's Saturday night here. I cannot promise there's going to be sober commentary with drunk people. Last Saturday, I thought it was a guarantee, but I did Uber last Saturday. I got a parking ticket, long story short. I had to drive more to make up for that parking ticket. And the time I got done, it was daylight saving time. Everybody was drunk. It was crazy out. People were puking. People were yelling and screaming and fighting, the whole thing. Tonight, I can't promise, but I'm going to try my best to get some sober commentary and drunk people. But yeah, let's get to the topical news. If there's anything, everything's about Trump. Clinton blames the FBI's commie for her defeat. So she's already saying that the reason why she lost is not because of anything. It's because the FBI made her out like a bad person. But what about Trump? Wasn't Trump looked at as a bad person for grabbing people by the pussy and being a bully and everything? What about that? Yeah, so everyone's saying that Michelle Obama is going to be president in 20 years. President of Popeyes, that is. Dave Chappelle will be hosting Saturday Night Live. I wonder if they're going to come up with a great character for him, like Jamal F. Pumpkins or something. That'd be hilarious. Man arrested for rape after a woman was found in a ditch. He looks like a rapist. This happened in, where did this happen? This was on Halloween. So maybe she was dressed like a nurse or something, not to make fun of it. North Carolina. Steve Harvey leaves his daytime gig for a new show. He's gonna, he has a new show at IMG. So, he relocates to Chicago or something like that. So yeah, a lot of people like Steve Harvey. I never found him funny. I respect him as a comic. I mean, the guy's not a hack or anything. But not my cup of tea, everybody, as I would say. But who cares what I think? It's only my show, right? Whale vomit hole to net millions for fishermen. I don't know what that means. But it sounds cool. Robert De Niro rips into President-elect Trump now that he can't punch him in the face. So I guess they made a joke about it, Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro loves his black women. Anybody who tries to take his black woman away, he will kill. That guy loves black pussy. He loves it more than Thomas Jefferson. Folks, is anybody out here listening to this? Alright. Inventor creates new tool for cops to stop fleeing cars. What is it? It looks like a machine gun. What is this thing? Oh, this clever car catching net stops fleeing suspects without causing a crash. It's like some sort of gun. Police pursuit kills hundreds of people a year. Well, people should stop running from the cops. They tried spike strips. It's a grappler. So it's some sort of grappler they shoot, and I guess it just fucks the car up. And that way they can just arrest the person instead of killing them. So yeah. There's not a lot of... I'm looking for some fun news, weird news. Not a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people talking about Ann Coulter. She's considered one of the biggest cunts in the world. New NBA player rankings might surprise some fans. Does the guy plays for the Sixers? The top 30 players in the NBA of 2016. So I'm not going to go through this list, but if you want to know who it is, go know your own time, goddammit. World's richest people lose billions after Trump win. What do they bet on the guy? Oh god, Lena Dunham looks like an Amish lesbian. She really does. She looks like the Harry Potter kid mixed with a creature from Lord of the Rings. She is awful. I used to like her show Girls, but I just hate her now. Lena Dunham writes grieving motivational letter about Hillary Clinton's loss in Letty. So she's another crybaby that's losing it. NBA coach on Trump's election, we are Rome. So it's cool to bash Trump, everybody. All the news is about celebrities talking about Trump. Robert De Niro and his love for black pussy. All right, folks, once again, I'm going to try my best to get some sober commentary. It's very cold outside, as you know, as it will be for the next 4 or 5 months. But I would try my best, and then we're going to wrap this show up, this madness, with some on and topical news. Yeah, so if you want to keep listening, yeah, blah, 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 blah. All right, that's enough. All right, it's Saturday night. Sober commentary with drunk people in Old City. It's 1:50 a.m. right now in Old City. Or if you want to call it drunk commentary with sober people. Or if you want to call it drunk commentary with drunk people. I was in Center City most of the night. Last night I hung out with this guy for the first time off one of those pickup girl sites. I haven't met a guy off a website like that in a while. His name was Colin. Not Colin Quinn, Colin. He looked like a comedian. I'm not going to say his name because you wouldn't know who he is anyways. But he's like a tall Forrest Gump looking guy. I met him last night here in Old City after I was doing Uber. We hung out for like an hour and a half. We didn't really talk to much girls together. And I actually texted him tonight. And he didn't respond back to my text, which means that's his way of saying, hey buddy, fuck off. Which is not surprising. You think I would be sad. But I'm not, because at this point in my life, I'm 30 years old. I go out by myself. And I'm just used to it. You can't make me cry. You can't hurt my feelings. I already know at this point in my life that nobody wants to hang out with me. But I got down here at 9 a.m. I mean, a.m. No, I got down here at I got down here around 9:50 p.m. with my concoction of cranberry, raspberry juice, and vodka. And I drunk it very fast on the train. So pretty much what I did was, I was drunk by 9:50 the time I got down here. And I took a shot like every stop. Pretty much is what I did. So it was only like about a 35-minute train ride. Usually it takes me an hour to drink 1 liter of a concoction of cranberry juice and vodka. I drank it within 35 minutes. I drank it way too fast. So the time I got to Center City, my back started hurting. I made a post about this on my Facebook. My back started hurting. I actually stood on 15th Street. Not sure what the street was called. 15th and Sansom, I think, where all the action is. I stood right there for like 15 minutes. And it looked like I was going to fall over. I was really drunk, but I felt sick more than drunk. My back was hurting. I felt sick. Not like I was going to puke, but it just felt like I was bloated, cramps in my back, the whole thing. I stood there for 15 minutes, walked around for a little bit, went to go pee. And then after I did that, I felt better. I was starting to feel better. I hung out in Center City tonight. I went to this place called Smith's for house music. It was really good. Then I went to this black club called Vengo. It's not really a black club, but mostly black people go there. I dropped $10 for a cover. Didn't dance with anybody. Was there for like an hour and a half. And I just got down here to Old City about, I would say about 1:30. No, 1:15 maybe, 1:30. And I just had a big, even though I felt sick, I'm still fat. I had a giant slice of barbecue chicken pizza. And a Coke. Yeah.
Remember the other day I was forced.
I'm passing by the Cuba Libre right now. It's not that popping in here. I was here last night when I was hanging out with the guy Colin for the first time when I was here. It was okay. We both made like about 1 or 2 approaches each, and that was it. Like I said, I'm glad. I mean, the guy wasn't that cool himself. It's amazing how, I said this before, these pickup guys are no different than comedians and other people I've hung out with in my life. Meaning, they all think they're too good to hang out with me, but yet they offer me nothing in return. Like, every single person I've ever tried to hang out with in my life have always acted like they were too good to hang out with. Like, okay, this guy does nothing for me. He adds nothing to me, right? But yet they do nothing for me. Nobody gives me any value. Nobody does shit for me. So the guy last night, for example, he was an okay guy to hang out with, but he didn't approach much girls. He just stood there looking cool because he was tall and white, I guess. And that's all he did. And me, you know, I was trying to move around. He stood in one spot. I was trying to move around and talk to other people and stuff and try to look around the venue. He didn't want to check the venues out. And I could tell he wasn't down to hang out because I said to him, okay, pick a girl out for me to talk to, and I'll approach her, and then I'll do the same for you. I'll pick a girl out for you to talk to. And he said okay, and he never did. So obviously the guy, that's the funny thing about these guys is they think they're too good to hang out with me. Like, oh, well, I'm too good to hang out with that guy. Meanwhile, they're not shit themselves. Just like comedians. Comedians think, oh, I'm too good to talk to Josh. Oh, I'm too good. But they're not more funnier than me. Yes, there are comedians who are funnier than me, but for the most part, most comedians are not funnier than me. And they act like, oh, I'm too good to hang out with him. I'm too good to talk to him. I'm too good to put him on my show. It's no fucking different. It's the same shit. I heard Conor McGregor knock the guy out, whoever he was fighting in the first round. At least that's what I heard. Olsen looks very dead. I think that's because it's very cold outside. You don't see a lot of people out here in the street. A lot of people are headed home early, as I'm going to. I'm just going to make this very short and brief. I'm talking about my night. So I stood at the Black Club for about an hour and a half. I didn't do shit. And then I didn't dance with anybody. I was invisible. I was in incognito mode pretty much. And that was it. I left there around 1, headed to the train station, got down here, like I said. Got my fat ass a slice of barbecue chicken pizza. A big slice, which is the size of 2 slices. And that's it. I feel better now. My back does not hurt. I do feel a little drunk, like I'm going to be hungover tomorrow, but it's Sunday and I don't have a job, so I'm going to do Uber tomorrow night. I did not do Uber tonight, and I was going to sleep pretty much all day tomorrow for the most part. So, hey, it's all good. That's my life right now. It sounds great, but it's not. But yeah, I mean, Center City is higher volume than Old City, but usually there's a line for everything. I was going to go to some other spots tonight, like for example, Raven Lounge charges $5. This place called Time in the Neighborhood, which is a very nice jazz place that has a hip-hop bar, hip-hop area upstairs, they charge $5. A lot of the places charge $5 at Center City and here in Old City much. So I think I'm going to wrap this up early and head down to my train station. There's not many people in the street. It's very cold outside. A lot of people that said are heading home early, and I'm going to too as well. This is very lame coverage, and I'm going to wrap this JoshCast segment up. All right, see you on the next one. Sober commentary with JoshCast. All right, going to wrap this episode up. You just heard very ranting sober commentary with drunk people. It was very cold outside. Not many people were out, so I just wrapped it up early, which is not a bad idea for this show. I just watched Dave Chappelle on SNL. You can find it on YouTube. His monologue was good, but maybe because it was live television, it wasn't great. And the skits he was in, what I thought were awful. But I love Dave Chappelle. He's still one of my favorite comics. Not much is really going on, so let's do the topical news and the odd news. It'd be great to talk about something besides Trump or Hillary. Really would. Because it's just not much going on. It's all everyone's talking about. America is still shook up, everybody. Leon Russell, who was a rocker, has passed away at 74. Sixers won their first game, I think, on Friday. First win of the year, thanks to their center. So that happened. Philadelphia is very happy. Trust the process. Trust the process. Okay? Kim Kardashian's bodyguard, who's a monster. He looks like a giant white, he looks like a former UFC star, has been fired. She fired him because I guess what happened was he wasn't there. Maybe the guy was taking a shit. Maybe he was trying to get some pussy. And President Obama's favorite snack is pretty surprising. Not really. It's French fries. I'm not surprised a black guy likes something deep fried. Right? Is that really surprising? There's more racism there for you. But yeah, but she must have fired him. Now let's get to the odd news. There's not much really going on, as you can tell. Pretty low-key Sunday and week for the most part. Just everyone just needs to take a deep breath That's right. Take a deep breath and relax. What about the whole president thing? People are blown away by this cashier's angelic singing voice. It's a white guy with a mullet with glasses, dirty looking guy, and he can sing like an angel apparently. And sometimes God does award these singing gifts to people you wouldn't. Kit Kat fills student's car with 6,500 bars after chocolate theft. So, I don't know what that means, but I guess he filled his car with Kit Kats and someone broke in and stole them. Why wouldn't they? Obviously, it was a crackhead. Facebook temporarily killed off a lot of its users. Wish they would kill me off. Fucking Facebook. Some of these stories I talked about last week, I don't want to read again. The odd news, I guess I gotta find another website to get my weird news. Erica Keneally wins top honors in Miss Bum Bum Brazil pageant. You gotta Google Miss Bum Bum. The butts are not too big, but they're white guy size. Which means white guys, they don't like the giant asses. But yeah, look it up, man. It's very nice. Pitbull jumps off seawall, swims 2 miles before being rescued. I hate pitbulls. They're the niggers of dogs. They really are. They're always biting people. Topless protesters disrupt Donald Trump's polling place. Looks like always a short-haired feminist chick. Well, at least she's showing her tits. At least she's doing what she's supposed to do. Cat being rescued after spending 9 hours trapped inside an underground pipe. That's not weird news. That's sad news. Well, that's it for the show, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If anybody's listening to this right now on YouTube, please leave a comment. And obviously, the comment's going to be your show sucks. But if any feedback, whatever, I probably won't listen to it. But I'm going to keep banging these episodes out. I'll see you guys on the next one. It's JoshCast.
You have just listened to the world's most awful podcast show, JoshCast.